will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the PEC arena. Also, consumption or possession of alcoholic beverages is strictly prohibited. At this time, ladies and gentlemen, we ask that you all please stand and join our student athletes and coaches as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. And now, ladies and gentlemen, here are the starting lineup for tonight's match. First, for the visiting Lady Hornets of Delaware State University. The outside hitter is a 5'8" sophomore from Statesville, North Carolina, number 1, Garen Tomlin. The middle blocker is a 6'1" junior from Nashville, Tennessee, number 6, Kelsey Dawson. The outside hitter is a 5'9" senior from Manatí, Puerto Rico, number 15, Valeria Otero. The setter is a 5'11" sophomore from Istanbul, Turkey, number 17, Nan Tuchay. The middle hitter is a 6'1" senior from Patillas, Puerto Rico, number 19, Alondra Maldonado. The middle block is a 6'1" sophomore from Dover, Delaware, number 23, Kim Shepakaitis. And libero is a 5'4" senior from Calle, Puerto Rico, number 4, Maria Caratini. Delaware State assistant coach is Victoria Wilform. The head coach of Delaware State University Lady Hornets is David Brooks.
Yeah. I need Rico Boomer and want some more. Cause I got a really big team, and they need some really big rings. They need some really nice things. Better be coming with no strings. Better be coming with no strings. We need some really nice things. We need some really big rings. I got a really big team. I got a really big team. They need some really big rings. They need some really nice things. Better be coming with no strings. Better be coming with no strings. We need some really nice things. We need some really big rings. I got a really big team. They need some really big rings. They need some really nice things. Better be coming with no strings. Better be coming with no strings. We need some really nice things. We need some really big rings. I got a really big team, man. What a time. I got a really big team, man. What a time.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, here they are, the starting lineup for your Coppin State University Lady Eagles. The middle blocker is a 6'1" senior from Medellin, Colombia, number 6, Herodín Palacios. The outside hitter is a 5'10" junior from Tyler, Texas, number 7, Hope Castle. The outside hitters, a 5'11 senior from Tampa, Florida, number 8, Paola Caton. The setters, a 5'9 senior from Sofia, Bulgaria, number 9, Andrea Svetanova. The opposite hitters, a 6'1 sophomore from Calgary, Alberta, Canada, number 19, Layla Ibrahim. The outside hitters, a 5'11 sophomore from Los Angeles, California, number 20, Takenya Stafford. And the liberos, a 5'5 freshman from Bayamon, Puerto Rico, number 11, Coco Figueroa. The Eagles assistant coaches are Lori Ashton, Alex Girolamo, and Terry Virgus. The head coach of your Lady Eagles is Tim Walsh.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome inside the PEC Arena for MEAC Volleyball action as the second half of the conference season kicks off. The visiting Delaware State Hornets are 11-10 on the year, 4-3 in the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference, and currently sit in 5th place halfway through conference play. Coppin State 16-3 and a perfect, unblemished 6-0, and they sit atop the MEAC all alone, looking to continue their undefeated reign in conference play here tonight. Kyle Borg here with you to bring you all the play-by-play action this evening as these two sides meet for the second time this season. The first meeting was to open conference play. It was a 3-1 4-set Coppin State victory. They will look to have history repeat itself here tonight as the defending MEAC champs Delaware State look to get back on track after dropping their last conference matchup in 4 sets to Maryland Eastern Shore, who Coppin will travel to on Sunday here to start the second half of conference play. The starters for Delaware State here this evening. It'll be Tomlin, Dawson, Utero, Chunchai, Maldonado, Caratini, and Shepakaitis, the middle blocker, will be the starters for Delaware State in the Road Grays. For Coppin State, Palacios, Castle, Caton, Svetanova, Ibrahim Stafford, and Coco Figueroa will be the libero. Ashley Roman will likely play this evening, not in the starting lineup for the first time in her Coppin State career. So the freshman from Puerto Rico in the blue for Coppin State will make her first career start at libero for Coppin State here this evening. Coppin will get the serve. It'll be Svetanova to get us underway. And we are ready to roll from inside the PEC Arena here on a Friday night in Baltimore. Svetanova starts the second half of conference play. And here we go. Rolled over top, and it's a diving dig back to Delaware State by Paola Caton. They will attack again off the hands. Caton got there. They're going to set up Castle for the first attack. Off the hands and a touch. Coppin's on the board first. 1-0 Eagles. So Castle picks up a kill. And Svetanova back to the line to serve yet again for Coppin State. Floats one, short, and Delaware State will set up an attack. A high reach, got there, it was outside the antenna, and here we go. Now we got a whistle as the line judge was signaling. Up official missed it, down official recognized, and Coppin goes up 2-0. First-year head coach David Brooks unhappy with the call. Does have a challenge, won't use it. 2-0 Coppin State. Svetanova puts us underway again. And now we got a whistle and a double contact on the setter. Toonchai going to be called for a handling error that time. Brooks still letting them hear about it. Both calls didn't like either one. 3-0 Coppin on top early in set number 1. Coppin senior setter back again to serve. Unloading one that time. Not going to get down just yet for an ace, and it's sent over. Free ball. Figueroa's there to handle it. Svatanova sliding to her knees. A one-handed set on the attack by Stafford and couldn't quite tip it over the net. Delaware State gets the side out, and they're on the board. 3-1 Coppin. It'll be the freshman Ella Sanders to serve. 13 in gray. Right at Figueroa. Out wide this time. Castle rolls it over the top. Kept alive. Blocked at the net. Still going. Off the hands of Ibrahim. And it's 3-2. Delaware State able to keep that one alive thanks to the hustle from their libero, Maria Caratini. And Sanders to serve. Right at Caton. Directing one to Svatanova. Back set Stafford, a long push. Kept in play. Up at the net, out of play. No touch at the net. Coppin will get the side out there. Double up Delaware State. It's 4-2 Eagles. And now to Kenya Stafford back to serve. Puts it in play. Out of system are the Hornets here. Right at Svatanova. Now Figueroa, a nice bump set to get it to Castle down the line, but it's wide of the line and out of play. 4-3, Coppin on top. And now the libero Caratini back to serve. Figueroa, errant pass, and it's going to go out of bounds. And a service ace for Delaware State to get this first set tied for the first time at 4 apiece. Right at Caton. Svatanova on the tight ball, touched back over. And a late whistle, and they say Svatanova was over the plane. 5-4 Delaware State. Their first lead of this opening set. Caratini again. Right at Figueroa. Svatanova in the middle. Ibrahim down the line. And a big swing and a big kill for the sophomore from Alberta, Canada. She's on the board on her first swing. She'll check out as Figueroa will serve. And Palacios into the front row, tied at 5 here in set number 1. And an error from the freshman. Maldonado checks out, and the new setter will be Kaulana Kalulu Sugai. And it'll be Kalulu Sugai to serve. The freshman from Oahu, Hawaii. Right at Stafford. Svatanova pushing. Palacios will tip over. Kept in front for Delaware State. Lefty attack and a late reaction from the freshman Figueroa. Couldn't get there. Now Delaware State starting to build a lead. It's a 2-point lead for them. 7-5 Hornets. And an ace from Kalulu Sugai to give it a 3.85 Delaware State advantage. Right at Figueroa. Svatanova. Castle answers with a kill of her own. Gets Coppin back within 2. Here comes Serrano in to serve for Hope Castle. And now the junior transfer out of Hutchinson Community College. will serve it away for Coppin. And a big kill right in the middle. I believe that was Kelsey Dawson, number 6 in the middle, getting a kill for Delaware State. 9-6, a 3-point lead once again for the Hornets. Down the line, right at Figueroa, handled it well. Out wide, Caton off the net, no touch. It's gonna be a 4-touch penalty on Coppin. 10-6, a 4-point Hornets lead. And a service error on the answer, 10-7. Delaware State fighting here in this first set with the MEAC leaders. And now Caton will head back to serve. Coppin has had 10 days off. They did not play last Friday at Morgan. Morgan State electing to postpone for the second straight week in their MEAC matches. Out of play. Coppin gets back within 2. 10-8. Caton unloading that one right at the libero. And now a big swing at Caton. Serrano gonna have to bump set out wide for Stafford off the hands. Caratini is there to cover. Lefty swing through the block and in. And 11-8 goes the score. Del State on top by 3. Float serve right at Caton, tight ball to the net, jousted for. Svatanova got there to win it, and now they're gonna attack. Svatanova out wide, Stafford down the line and in. Found a hole in the back line of that Hornet defense and put it down. 11-9 goes the score. Palacios gonna serve. Figueroa out and Ibrahim back in. So Geraldine been serving a lot more as of late. She's got 6 aces on the year. Looking to add on to it, the senior out of Columbia. Off the hand, Stafford got there. Svatanova popped it back up, and now Caton will be able to roll one over from the back row. Out wide, blocked, but it falls through the block, and it's Ella Sanders getting a kill. Ibrahim got there just a tad late and couldn't close down the block. 12-9. And here comes Naz Tunçay, the sophomore setter to serve out of Istanbul, Turkey. Team leader in assists this season, coming in with 361. Figueroa got there. Svatanova to her knees again. Stafford tipped it over. At the net and out of play. No touch. Oh, who called the touch? Down official calls touch. It'll be 13-9. Del State up 4. Once again, Tunçay to serve. 16 aces to her credit on the year and make it 17 aces. It's the third ace of the set for Del State. 14-9 the score. It's a 5-point Hornet lead. Figueroa. Svatanova, Stafford rolling one and finds a way to put it down on a cross-court try. 14-10, Serrano out, Castle back in. Svatanova now as they reset the service rotation. Her second time back to the line. Puts one in play, deep to the corner. And that's gonna take a huge deflection off of Castle. And then That's a big kill in the middle. Is that Maldonado? It is. 19 getting the kill. On the MEAC selection a season ago was Maldonado. 15-10, Del State. Svatanova in the middle. Ibrahim answer. Missed the line. $16-10. Out of play, service error. Now the line judge is being called over. The back line judge on the serve has a touch, but I'm not sure how you can have a touch from that side of the court on a serve. Maybe we'll get another look. It's going to be out of play. So now Sanders is going to go over and get the explanation, while the first-year head coach, David Brooks, will talk to his team about a potential challenge. So we'll await David Brooks' reaction on the sideline. It's a questionable look on his face, unsure what he's going to do. How about it? He's going to challenge. Coach Walsh likes that he's going to challenge. Coach Walsh thinks he's going to win it here. So we shall see what happens. Our first challenge. You get 2 challenges in volleyball. So we're going to see. We're all going to take a look at it for those of you watching at home. So you get 2 challenges. You get 2 challenges. If you win them, you keep them. There's no touch. There's no touch on that. Coppin's going to win the challenge. It's going to stay Coppin point. No touch, call stands. So Del State will lose a challenge. They're down to 1. 16-11 goes the score. Coco took a swing at it, but she missed that one, and it's a good thing she did. And now Stafford puts us back in play. 16-11 the score. Del State on top, set number 1, and they answer and get a kill, 17-11. So in meeting number 1 back in Dover to start the conference season, that was on the 22nd of September, just about a month ago to the day, Del State won the first set 27-25, and then Coppin rattled off 3 straight set victories in that one, 25-22, 25-14, and 25-20. So it looks like Del State right now, as Ibrahim answers, so far right now, history repeating itself, but at the moment not as close of a first set as it was in set number 1 back in September. 17-12 here in the opening set. Coppin down 5. They have the serve, and it's Figueroa, the freshman. Big swing out of play. 17-13. Coppin starting to get back into rhythm again. They've had 10 days off because of the postponement last Friday from Morgan State. That game expected to be made up at a later date in the conference season. And now they're going to say plane violation, it looks like, as Chunchai was across that plane over the net trying to save that ball. 17-14, a 3-0 Coppin run to get them back within 3, cutting the lead in half. Big swing on the serve from Figueroa. Big push, Svatanova got there. Figueroa is going to set up the attack. It's to Castle. She approaches, swings, and gets a kill. 4-0 Coppin runs, 17-15. Here it comes, timeout Del State. Coppin getting back in it to force a timeout. We'll take the break with them and be back in just a moment right here on the CSU Sports Network. Set number one here in Baltimore, 17-15, Delaware State on top as we get down to the closing stages of this opening set. Got underway a little early, so Figueroa is going to go back and do it again out of the Delaware State timeout, first timeout we have had. And now Figueroa gets the official signal, and we're ready to roll. Coppin in the midst of a 4-0 run. Back corner, kept in. Big swing right at Svatanova. Could not handle the attack on the swing from Alondra Maldonado. She's over 190 kills on the year now. Delaware State does have 6 players over at the 100 kill mark this season. Through 21 matches for them. That's 2 more than Coppin has played as Castle attacks. Still in. Big swing and a rejection, and it just missed the line. Checking with the bench to see if that might have gotten the line. No protest from the Coppin defense after that one. So the 4-0 run ends, and Delaware State starts a 2-0 run. 19-15, they're back on top by 4. Figueroa, Svatanova, middle for Palacios. And Geraldine on the board with a kill. Cuts the lead to 3. Castle will come out. Serrano comes in to serve. In the middle, Figueroa covers. Out wide, Castle tooling the block, got it to fall. Off the hand of Toonchai and Dawson. 19-17, the lead back down to 2. Serrano serve. Went cross court that time. Big swing and it's out of play. Tomlin can't connect. 19-18, this is the closest Coppin's been in a while. The lead down to 1. Delaware State's controlled the middle portion of this set after Coppin controlled the opening few points. And now a big serve. They're out of system here. They're going to have to attack from the back row, and it's right at Stafford. Svatanova, Palacios tying things up at 19. And a 4-0 Coppin run ties up the first set. And a second timeout taken by David Brooks and the Delaware State bench. We'll pause and we're back in 60 seconds, tied at 19. Closing stages of set number one. We're tied at 19. Delaware State out of timeouts now for this opening set. It's a 4-0 Coppin State run to get them back even. And Serrano to serve again. Almost an ace, kept it out of the net. It's long. Now there's a touch. (2019) Delaware State back on top. Not much of a protest. And Uteru will come in to serve. Here's the serve, right at Stafford, popped up, Svitanova to Caton, didn't get down, nice dig in the back row, block try, tooled by Sanders. That was all started with Utero's dig. Back on top, Del State by 2, 21-19. Back row, Stafford. Svitanova, Palacios in the middle. 21-20, Palacios the kill. And now Caton to serve. Paola puts that to the back row. Adjusting and finding a hole in the middle of the Coppin defense is Kelsey Dawson. 22-20. Here comes number 7, Maria Verrier. And she's gonna go back to serve, the sophomore from Puerto Rico. Svitanova, Palacios pushing over. Left-handed try and an errant pass by Caton. Svitanova got her hands on it at the net to keep it alive for Coppin. Now they're going to set Stafford, pushing again. And now Sanders picking out the back corner, 23-20. And now Coach Walsh will talk things over with his Coppin State side. 23-20, Delaware State on top by 3 in this opening set. It's been a trio of kills to lead Delaware State for Sanders, Maldonado, and Kaniba. Coppin's got 3 kills from their leader, Geraldine Palacios, and then it's been 4 players with 2 apiece, Castle, Caton, Ibrahim, and Stafford. But Delaware State has taken advantage of 5 Coppin hitting errors and a service error. So we will see what happens again. About a month ago in Delaware, it was a 27-25 opening set win for the Hornets, and then Coppin rattled off 3 straight to open conference play with a huge road win at the defending champs. Of course, this is a second battle of the season between the defending tournament champion Delaware State Hornets and the defending regular season champion Coppin State Eagles. The Eagles, of course, picked to win the conference again. Delaware State was picked to finish in 3rd. And another false start on the serve, and now we're ready to go. In the net. Coppin gets a huge side out to get the lead down to 2. Palacios to the line. Ibrahim to the front row. And now it looks like Carolini, will check back in. Right at Caton, Svitanova, bump setting out wide. Stafford on the swing, popped up by Sanders. They're gonna set out wide. And a big kill to get set point number 1 from Kaniba. Chunchai back to the line. Set point number 1. Svatanova slide for Ibrahim. Didn't get a lot of it. Able to tip it over the block and get it to find the floor. Set point number 2 coming up. And now it's Svatanova, perhaps the best server on this roster. She led the country a season ago in total aces. 32 here this year to lead the team. Set point number 2 is a tight ball to the net. Kept alive, blocked, and right back to the back row. They're going to get another attack. Try! Access denied. Ibrahim and Castle are there. 24-23, set point number 3. Coppin digging themselves back out of the hole and back into this opening set. Svatanova floating it to the back row. Another tight ball, and Coppin survives 3 set points, and we got ourselves a deuce here in set number 1. Tied at 24, win by 2. We'll go to at least 26. Svatanova line drive, clipped the top of the tape on the way through. Still alive, Maldonado unloading. It's out of play, no touch. Oh no, he changed his call. He changed his call, the line judge did. And Coach Walsh is gonna challenge. So the call on the floor is going to be touch. Okay. Okay, so as it stands, Delaware State gets the point. They said Figueroa touched it. So that's the call on the floor. Coach Walsh is challenging that call. Trying to watch the ball. We'll zoom in a little closer. Figueroa again takes a swing. The Coppin on the floor, Coppin celebrating as they watch the big board. I'm not sure that there's a touch. I'm not sure that there's a touch on that one either. Del State still thinks there is. No touch, Coppin wins the point. 25-24, Coppin takes advantage by 1. Great challenge by Coach Walsh. Both sides were watching the big board, thinking that they won it and celebrating. Coach Brooks doesn't like it, but Coach Walsh will keep both his challenges. Advantage Coppin, and we have to wait again. And I think we're ready to go now. Svatanova to serve. Set up, cross-court try. Tied at 25. Sanders to serve. Almost got that to drop. Back set Stafford. She'll push it over. Setting up Sanders. Fatanova gets there. Figueroa now going to set up Castle on the other side. One-handed dig in the back from Sanders. Setting it up for Uteru. Doesn't get it to fall. Pushed out wide. Castle, the tip. Back and forth they go. Off the block, it's Caton. Svatanova, middle, Ibrahim. 26-25. Advantage Coppin in another set point for the Eagles. Their second of this opening set. And we're tied again. Maldonado finds the hole. Tied at 26. We continue to chug along here in this first set. Both sides have had their chances to end it, and both sides have answered. And now the libero, Maria Caratini. Back row, Figueroa kept it in play, doesn't matter. Ibrahim adjusts, got the left hand to it, and somehow gets it to fall. Set point number 3 for Coppin. 27-26. And Figueroa to serve. It'll be Palacios to the front row. Ibrahim is checking out. Back set, finding it, popped up. Figueroa can't get there, and another tie at 27. Neither side able to separate themselves by 2 points. Kaniba checks back in. Now the up official wants to have a word with Ella Sanders. Svatanova setting up Castle, roll shot, kept alive into the table goes Oteru. It stayed inside the antenna in the middle, Palacios. Unloading a huge swing from that right arm cannon. 28-27, set point number 4. Here's Serrano now to serve for Coppin. Big swing, Kaniba. Kept alive. Can she get there? Svatanova cannot. And we are tied at 28. Svatanova directs it for Caton on the far side. They're going to set up Sanders, tight ball to the net. Svatanova pushing it through. That's a double touch and a point for Coppin. It hit the chest and the hand. That's a double. 29-28. Set point number 5 for Coppin. 4, 5. I've lost track. Caton with the advantage, puts it in play in the middle, quick setup, and we're tied at 29. Dawson to serve, line shot at Figueroa, out wide, they're gonna swing with Stafford down the line, it's in. We got out, in, and So Svatanova going to get the explanation, and Sanders now joining in. So now Coach Walsh will challenge again. So he's going to challenge the out call. So we will take a look. So the ball is out. I don't think so. So the call will stand. Okay, so both coaches will have one challenge remaining. So it will now be 30-29 point Del State and a set point for them. This is their fourth set point of this first set. They had 3 to work with, up 24-21, and gave it away. So for the second time this season in an opening set, as there's the service error. So for the second time this season, the first set is going to be decided in extra points. Palacios puts it in play. There's a big push. The net's moving. Coach Walsh wants a net. He wants a throw, too. (31-30), set point number 5 for Del States. Figueroa, Svatanova, directing it. Stafford pushing, far corner, not going to go down on the near side. And there's a kill, and that's the first set. 32-30. Set number 1 for Delaware State. A big opening set victory for the Hornets. 32-30 will go to set number 2 when we come back right here on the CSU Sports Network.
Coppin State isn't just a name. It's a legacy of transformation. From potential to excellence, we never settle. With renowned educators, cutting-edge programs, and the soul of Baltimore, we are the beacon that shines on the world. We redefine boundaries, soar above doubt. At Coppin, we champion curiosity and creativity, fueling a change that the world needs. In this moment, what do you want to be? What do you want to be? What do you want to be? Whatever the answer, let it push you to dream bigger, aim higher, and always choose to be more.
There is something greater than finishing first.
True champions stand on principles.
We fight for the right causes. We believe in the
power of teamwork, whether in rebounding, receiving, or in research.
In service and in sportsmanship.
Only a few have what it really takes.
We develop the talent. We unleash the potential.
It all boils down.
Get a head start on your career in exciting fields like science, communications, engineering, and medicine, along with tuition assistance in the Maryland Army National Guard. This training will boost your eligibility for a high-paying and rewarding profession, and you can get it all while serving part-time in your community. To learn more about the Maryland Army National Guard, check out at MD Army Guard on social media or go to nationalguard.com/MD. Second set of action getting set to come at you. It's a 1-0 advantage for Delaware State. They won the first set 32-30 in extra points. Back and forth they went. They were able to dig themselves out of the hole were the Eagles, but Delaware State closed the door late. It is a Delaware State all-time series lead, 51-27. Coppin has won 4 out of the last 5 here at home, and 8 of the last 10 matches have gone to at least 4 sets. And we will go to at least a 4th set potentially here this evening if Coppin can find a way to win one of the next 2 here in this one. And now we will be joined for a few moments by the new director of basketball operations here for Coppin State men's basketball. He's been with us before, Turk Mott. Turk, it's good to see you again. How are you doing?
Kyle, it's great to be back, man. I feel good to be back. Glad to see you back as well.
I'm excited. I'm excited that in 17 days we're going to get basketball season underway on November the 6th. Yeah, it's hard to believe, just 17 days away from your team's matchup down in Blacksburg against Virginia Tech.
I'm excited about that, but more importantly right now, Coppin's women's volleyball.
Absolutely,
man.
yeah.
We got all our guys here to support. We are the gold and blue, man, so we support each other, whether it's bowling, whether it's softball, whatever. Right now, it's volleyball time.
It's great to see, especially when you get teams from all the departments here getting involved and supporting each other.
Yeah, man. For these kids, the most important thing is support, is positive reinforcement. So we're trying to change the structure to where we all support each other and we're not individual teams, you know what I mean? And we can get this school, we can get this stadium filled, and we can get Baltimore City coming out to support Coppin in all our events.
And there's going to be a couple more big matchups. Volleyball's hosted a couple of big ones already. They had Howard the other week. They had the midweek game against American on Education Day. Your team's going to host Towson for your home opener on November the 9th. And the women's basketball team's going to host LSU in December. So a lot of big-time events coming inside the PEC arena.
Yes. And I hope Baltimore City is ready for it, man. We're going to make this really, really exciting on all fronts.
Now, just to get away from volleyball just for a moment as we get set here for the start of the second set, Delaware State again up 1-0 after winning 32-30 in that opening set. But just if you could preview the basketball season for us and what Coach Larry Stewart in his first year is doing and has already done for the men's program.
What we're doing right now is we're just trying to change the culture, bring back the family atmosphere in Coppin's basketball, bring that tenacity, bring that grit, and have these guys really focused on defense because the ball is not going to go in the basket every night, and we're going to have to rely on your defense to get it done.
Absolutely. So it looks like defense is going to be a big focus here this season.
Yes, playing defense and then also sharing the ball, opposed to having, if you look at the stats from last year, the top teams had 4 or 5 guys averaging double figures, not just one guy averaging 22 points and everyone else, the next closest guy averaging 9. Right. So if we can get our guys to share the ball and we get about 4 to 5 guys in double figures, we have a good chance of playing competitive basketball in the MEAC.
Absolutely, and it's going to be another competitive season in the MEAC. Howard's got some new faces, but also some returning faces. It's going to be a new-look Norfolk State team, the past 2 champions, but this is a new-look Coppin State team. You got a good core of returners returning and some really nice additional pieces that came along with Coach Stewart from just down the road at Morgan State?
And the thing about that is fresh blood, new faces. That's always the opportunity to start a new culture. And we got some young guys that are skilled, that are talented, that work hard, and they're ready to hit the ground running.
And that is going to be really fun to watch them this season. I'm very excited to see how everything begins to unfold and watch that schedule. And not very many chances for us to catch you here at home in the non-conference, but that's okay because we're all going to be glued to our TVs and radio sets to tune in and really get to know your team.
Yeah, it's definitely, I mean, I would advise you guys to tune in however you can, radio, TV, internet, because it's going to be exciting. I mean, we're challenging these guys to go after it. We're challenging these guys to be winners and get away from the losing culture, the losing habits, the losing characteristics. So we're going to shock a lot of people this season. I mean, the coaches and the other assistant coaches, Coach Goodman, Coach Stewart, the guys talk about this as a 2 or 3 year process. I'm trying to get the guys to buy into this being a 2 to 3 month process. We're going to be ready for March.
And that's a challenge under a first-year staff, is to try and come in and change it the way they want it, get their guys in. And usually, they say it is about a 2-3 year by the time coach, kind of turns over the roster. It seems like. But if you can get a team in year one to buy into the mentality and the culture, your team's going to be successful in year one.
And the good thing about it is we have a living example in Kim Mulkey in LSU, what she did. She had those girls for 1 year. They didn't know each other. They came together, they bought into our system, and they end up winning the national championship. So we have proof that it can be done.
It can be done. It has been done. And, of course, like you mentioned, hoping to do it here this season. And, I mean, I've gotten to talk to Coach Stewart when he was introduced into introduced, I should say, to the program back in, May, I believe, is when that press conference was held. And I haven't got the chance to see or speak to him recently, but I'm very excited to get to work with him, get to know him, continue to get to know some of the assistants as well. But if you had to pick early on, November, December, a game that you are looking forward to that you would say could be a big – I mean, every game is big, right? And every game is important. But if you had to almost pinpoint one, what game are you looking forward to most in the non-conference to really test your team and figure out if this team is where you want and expect them to be?
If I had to pick out one game, it would be the Virginia Tech game. That's our first game. That's when we will be done battling to get – hold on a second. We got a kid. Hey, let's do it. Let's go.
6-5 currently the score. Coppin able to answer. No, you got to cheer. You got to be a fan sometimes.
If we had one game, it would be the Virginia Tech game. That's the home opener. That's when guys are really going to carve out their space on this team, and we have an opportunity to piggyback off of that success. So the next game is the most important game.
Coach Walsh thinking about to challenge. He won the first. He should have one left. Both coaches should have one left. Got to figure out what the call. Coach Walsh was looking right at the line. The call was in, but Coppin believes it was out.
It was out.
It looked out. I thought it was out from our
angle.
Challenge.
Take the challenge. Take the challenge. It was out.
So he can challenge and he will challenge.
Smart challenge.
We will get to take a look on our monitor here as they make their way over to challenge once again. It's already our fourth challenge here tonight.
Did you see the play? Did you see it?
I saw some of it. I thought it was.
I saw it.
Agree.
It was out. I'm not sure if we deflected it, if we had a partial block, but I did see the ball go
Well,
out.
We'll get to take a look at everything here as soon as it pops up on our monitor. And so we got to get to the right point in the play here. I mean, credit lines judge, she's looking right at it. Oh, yeah. Ooh, that is close.
Out. That's not.
Oh, wait, there's the bounce again. take a closer look at that bounce here on that far side.
By a mile. There we go. By a mile.
It missed the line. It misses the line.
Out. Coppin gets the point.
That's a big-time point right there to tie this up at 6.
And that's a great call. That's a great call, Coach.
That is so close, too, but it's the right call from where we sit. We saw the same thing the referee did. I like sitting here next to the monitor because I feel like I have a little bit of an influence, right? Because we can talk about it freely and be like, here's our opinion on it, and they have to hear us.
Can't get away from it.
Exactly.
Home court advantage.
So before we get back underway, and I'll let you go here so you can get back over to your guys and get back to cheering for the volleyball team. But, Turk, what got you to come back home? You started making appearances last year. You did some radio and TV with me, which was fun. But what got you back into on the staff, becoming the basketball operations director?
Giving to these kids is my passion. It's my calling. It's something I can do every day, regardless of what I get paid.
Right.
You know, so I'm pretty close to retiring, but I felt before I take off and end up laying on somebody's beach for the next however many years of my life, I need to give back to these kids because someone poured into me, someone poured into Coach Stewart, someone poured into Coach Rakes, you know.
Right.
So for us to take everything that was poured into us, go live a good life. Yes. Oh, no, that's out. Shit. Oops. I'm sorry. I'm too real.
All good.
But no, to take what was given to us and just sail off to the sunset and not pour back into the youth, I feel that would be stealing. It's a disadvantage to them. So we got to give back. So the thing that brought me back is just my passion to give back to these guys and help bring another championship to Coppin State.
And it would be the first championship since 2008. Of course, you have made an NCAA tournament run. All of the coaches on the staff have made an NCAA tournament here at Coppin, and it's become more of a family atmosphere as everybody is starting to come back home. And it's just, you can already feel it before the season starts.
Really?
The change. I felt it in May.
Yeah, that's good.
Listening to Coach Stewart talk. Because I do this, I sit here and I call a game.
Right.
But I'm a fan. I'm invested.
Gotcha.
Win, lose, right? Every point, every missed call, every bad call, I'm invested as a fan, first and foremost, and I think that's important in my seat. I'm a fan because I'm calling it for Coppin State.
Right.
But you can feel the change and the shift from the coaching staff to the athletic department to volleyball to women's basketball. Everybody is making that transition into what you talked about earlier. And it's exciting to see. It's exciting to be a part of. I am absolutely thrilled that I get to be back for year 3 and get to do this again and hopefully for many years to come.
Yes.
But before the season even starts, thank you for everything that you're going to do for this team and this program and everything you and Coach Stewart and Coach Rakes and everybody else has already done.
Hey, Kyle, I want to thank you, man, for your support. I want to thank all of our fans. I want to thank Dr. Carter, President Jenkins, you know, and the entire Coppin State environment, man, you know, because without them, none of this is possible. You know, we do have a passion for Coppin State. Coach Stewart, Coach Rakes, Coach Stewart, we have a passion for it. We have a passion for winning. But to give us the opportunity to come here, and we're all new, you know, and one of the obstacles that Coach Stewart faced when bringing us in was you guys don't have a lot of experience as coaches. And he says, you know what I got? I got loyalty. And that's one of the most important things in this business, in any business, when you're trying to be productive, is loyalty. You know, so we got some guys that's loyal to this Coppin State soil, to this program, loyal to the game, and loyal to Coach Stewart. And whatever happens, we did it as a family. We did it together, and there won't be no tears shed. So I want to thank you. I want to thank Baltimore. I want to thank Coppin State. Thank everyone for pre-supporting us, and we haven't even played a game yet. It's a phenomenal feeling.
Well, we can't wait for November 6th to see your team take on Virginia Tech down in Blacksburg. My first look at your team will be on the 9th when you host Towson a few days later. Looking forward to it. Turk, I'm going to let you get back to your guys on the other side so you can get back to cheering for this volleyball team, and we'll see you in November.
No problem. I just got one thing, too. Make sure, what's the beep button that blocks out the profanity? What button is that? Make sure that button is working, because when you guys are coaching us, there's going to be a lot of bleeps that need to take place. Because we don't take a lot of crap from these guys. So
understood. You got to set the tone.
Keep the microphone far away from us.
Will do. We got you. All right,
thanks
Turk.
a lot.
Thank you so
Appreciate
much. Again, that is the new director of basketball operations, Turk Mott, part of that 97 championship team that upset number 2, the 2 seed South Carolina Gamecocks in the first round of the NCAA tournament. They were the third 15 seed to ever beat a 2. Now back to volleyball. It's a 3-point Del State lead. Make it a 2-point Del State lead. 11-9 goes the score here in the second set. This is Serrano back to serve for Coppin, and she serves it in the net. 12-9 the lead, back to 3. Delaware State up 1-0, looking to take a commanding 2-set lead. And now it will be Verrier to serve for the Hornets. Svatanova slide play, Palacios, not going to fall. Blocked at the net, kept alive for the moment. They're going to go recycle it, and this time they are denied. Palacios and Castle answer the bell twice on that time in the second try. Got the block to fall, 12-10. Now Coco Figueroa, who has changed jerseys, was the libero in that first set, gave Ashley Roman that first set off, and now she is back in as she will play libero. Figueroa is going to move to that defensive specialist role. Delaware State now 13-10, a 3-point lead. Svatanova, slide play again, Palacios, this time's blocks, Svatanova right there. Bump set, a little errant on that one, but Stafford able to put it over. Out wide again at Serrano. Svatanova again for Stafford. She'll tip, it's blocked, Roman covers. Serrano gonna set up Stafford, third time's the charm. 13-11. Maldonado again, a huge swing for her. Got the kill, her 6th time. She's in that category. 14-11 is the score. Sanders will serve. Svatanova again for Stafford. She'll tip over. Maldonado got a piece, and it's down. 14-12. Able to punch that one. All right, here we go. Back to go. They had to move the Delaware State bench players who are upstanding in this back corner to my left. They had to move them back just a little bit and get them back into position. Now we're ready to go. Svatanova with a 2-point deficit, 14-12 Del State lead here in the second. She will serve right down the middle, and they're out of system here on an errant reception, and it's put over. Svatanova on the bump set. Stafford trying to get her going, tooling the block, and she gets another one, her 6th kill, to join Palacios with 6. Ibrahim's got 7. Sanders leading the game and match with 8 for Del State. 14-13, 1-point game. Blocked at the net. Maldonado popped it up. Big swing right at Roman. Tight ball and dumped down. That was 23, Kim Shepakaitis with the kill. 15-13 is the score. Roman, Stafford blocked, popped up, still alive. Free ball going to be directed over by Ibrahim. Out wide off the hands, got there, and back over on the pancake was Svatanova. At the net, Roman able to keep it alive. They're going to bump set Stafford, who will tip. Popped up. Maldonado will have to adjust and send it over back row. Figueroa kept it in. Stafford again, off the touch. Coppin point. 15-14. Uteru wanted Coach Brooks to challenge something throughout the course of that play, but he will not, and we're back underway. Off the net, and it's over. Svatanova. Castle pumps it down on the tip. Maldonado tipping right to the middle of the floor and finds a hole. 16-15 Delaware State. Stafford, Roman gets a good set over to Caton, who attacks cross court. Off the hands and through. That's Yulia Kaniba again. 17-15. She's got 7. Kalulu Sugai puts it over. Back set. Big swing. Castle. 17-16, and Hope's got kill number 5. She's one of 4 Eagles over the 100 kill mark, and now Caton and Palacios get a huge stuff at the net. Tied at 17. Oh, Roman got her shoulder to it, but directed out of play on a huge swing from Kaniba again. She's got 8 to tie the match lead. 18-17 Del State. Short one put in play. Roman got it. Now a swing from Castles. Popped up. Kaniba again's going to push, and Roman's right there. On the reset, Caton going to tip over. Popped right up Kaniba, pushing wide. Svitanova to Palacios, back to over the net to Caton, or to Castle. Now back for Castle from Svitanova, another tip. Oh, Kaniba sent it to the back row, and now a free ball sent over. Palacios right to Castle, who wasn't ready. She got blocked. No, they're going to say no touch. I'm going to say there was no touch at the net. So she sent that one directly into the tape. So a 4 hitting error on Coppin. 19-17 goes the score. Roman again directing that one over. They're going to feed Caton. Someone was in the net. You can see the net move there. I think it was Uteru or Sanders potentially. The culprit. 19-18, Delaware State up 1. Uteru keeps it in. Has to push right into the antenna. Tied at 19, and here we go once again. Tied at 19 in set number 2, as Coppin looks to get the energy back into the building, as it went away there for a little bit of that middle stanza here in this second set, but beginning to come back in Coppin's favor. Dropped it in, and a big service ace for Andrea Serrano. Her 13th ace on the year, and a timeout, Delaware State. We'll take the timeout with them and be right back after this on the CSU Sports Network. It'll be a Serrano serve with Coppin up 20-19 on the restart out of the Hornet timeout. Ready for play once again. And Serrano couldn't get that one over as that one continued to slice out of her hand and right into the net. 20-20 goes the score. Verrier comes in to serve for Del State. Popped up. Who's going to get there? It's Caton able to tip it over. Setting up Kaniba off the hands. The call was in anyway, and 21-20 as Delaware State goes on top by 1. Into the net, service error, 21-all. Tight ball to the net and muscled through by Shepakaitis, 22-21. And here comes Chunchai to serve. Oh, put back in play. Nicely done from Figueroa. Up top, Maldonado. Figueroa can't recover in time to get there. 23-21. Timeout, Coppin. We will take the timeout with them and be back in just a moment. (23-21), Delaware State on top here in the second. They won the first 32-30. Looking to close out Coppin here in this second and take that commanding 2-0 lead. Can Coppin come back and win this second set? It'll be a Toonchai serve for Del State. Roman, Svatanova, right up Stafford, the push. Toonchai covers. Maldonado, the swing. Figueroa's there. Svatanova attacking. Maldonado again to the back corner. Kept alive by Stafford. Called out of play. Potentially because it went behind the bench. Although I kind of thought anything was in play until it hit something. The more you know. Set point number 1, 24-21, Delaware State. Stafford out of play. And that is the second set. (25-21), Delaware State second set winners. On top 2-0 as we move to the third and possible final set here in just a moment. We will take a break and be back with the third set when we come back right here on the CSU Sports Network.
The Geico app makes car insurance easy.
Enjoy your flight. You too.
As easy as saying the wrong thing.
Dad, why would you say that?
Why would you say that? Are we leaving or?
I thought I knew you.
With same-day claim support, it's easy to Geico.
It's not how airports work, man.
Original, never compromise. Nobody can mess with my copyright. Make it look easy, you don't have to try that.
The third and possible final set here inside the PEC Arena. Delaware State leads 2-0 on the road. As you take a look at the first-year head coach, David Brooks, taking over the Delaware State program that just made an NCAA tournament a season ago. Ended up losing in that first round to Nebraska in straight sets. He was at Elizabeth City down in North Carolina for the last few years, a two-time Conference Coach of the Year there, and he led them to their first ever conference title and an NCAA Division II volleyball tournament appearance, and now making the jump to Division I here at Delaware State. And Coppin needing to win 3 straight here to take home this Friday night victory before hitting the road to take on a very tough Maryland Eastern Shore side, who they beat in 5 earlier this season here at home. Coppin also in the midst of a 4-match win streak, trying to keep that alive, while Delaware State looks to bounce back from last week's 4-set loss to Eastern Shore. Of course, there are other matchups across the conference as everybody got underway at the same time. It looks like it's a 2-1 lead after 3 for Norfolk State over down in Durham against NC Central. Howard and SC State also underway, and then Eastern Shore and Morgan at Morgan today. As Svatanova will get us underway, get you an update from that Morgan State game in just a moment. Svatanova in play, and we start the third set. Maldonado didn't get it down until it deflected off of the outstretched hand of Andrea Svatanova. One nothing Delaware State in the middle. Ibrahim muscles it through to get back on the board. She's got 8. Stafford now to serve. Deep to the back row. Off the hands, kept alive. Svatanova in the middle. Ibrahim's gonna say, how is that a lift? I don't know how that's a lift. Her hand was over top of the ball. So 2-1 Delaware State. Coach Walsh unhappy with the up official and has a valid argument with the down official. Svatanova up high. Caton won't fall. Tipped. Svatanova there to cover. Roman back setting. Caton rolling. No. Popped up. Maldonado down the line and in. 3-1 Delaware State. The libero, Maria Caratini to serve at Roman. And it's a big time swing by Castle. And Hope's got 6, 3-2. Coppin just needs to get one and get rolling. Popped up, Svatanova again, directing out wide through the block. It's Caton and down, tied at 3. Paola, Caton, and Hope Castle starting to get things rolling. It's still a very balanced attack for Coppin State. I mean, 8, 7, 6, 6, 3, and 1 on the board in the kill category for them. just unable to close out a couple of sets to start this one, as Castle able to swing and keep that one inside the antenna, and a swing there from Uteru, and it doesn't go down. Blocked at the net, popped up, Svatanova out wide. Caton this time drops it in front. Coppin's up 4-3. On the other side of things, it's 11-9, 8-5, and 4. So just 5 and then 2. So 6 Delaware State players that have recorded a kill today. And that won't go down. And 6 Coppin players, but it seems with the numbers for Coppin that they're a little bit more balanced than Delaware State. Del State just taking advantage and putting together a couple of runs with the advantage on the errors. Del State hasn't registered a block yet either, so Coppin leads that category, and they're up 5-3 right here. 6-3, Hope Castle. Energy beginning to set in once again on the Coppin sideline. Timeout, Delaware State. Coppin on top here in the third early, 6-3. Be back to see how things shake out after this on the CSU Sports Network. Ashley Roman will get us back underway. Coppin up 6-3 here in the third. Here come the Hornets on the attack. It's long. 7-3 Coppin. Aaron pass out of system are the Hornets. Have to pop it up, and they do, and a quick kill from Caton in the back row to drop it. 8-3 and a 5-point advantage. And an answer from Maldonado. 8-4. Maldonado out, so is Tunchai. And back in is Kalulu Sugai. Coppin up 4 here in the third. Down 2 sets, however. Svatanova. Palacios can't find the floor. There's a big time tip over the block. Back row try. Stafford gonna tip. Roman. Bump setting for Caton. Deflecting on the way through. Kept alive. And long and out of play on the Uteru attack. 9-4 Coppin. Castle out. Svatanova out. Divine Muo's gonna check in, as well as Serrano. So Serrano will serve, and number 21, the redshirt freshman, transfer out of Stephen F. Austin, and a McKinney, Texas native, checks in to play. Got to make sure we have a captain on the floor, I guess. So, because they're the only ones that can talk to the up official by rule. Anybody can attempt to talk, but only one by rule is allowed. So they got to get that into the computer and figure everything out. So an interesting substitution here from Coach Walsh to get Svatanova a break and put in the redshirt freshman Divine Muo. She did not play last season at Stephen F., was part of that WAC title team that Stephen F. had. And now here at Coppin looking to repeat that fortune and be a two-time conference champion back-to-back years. Almost kept in by Caton, but a point to Delaware State, 9-5. And this will be Garen Tomlin, Statesville, North Carolina native, and the sophomore outside hitter to serve now for DSU. Serrano got there but was under the net and crossed the line. 9-6 the score. Again, Tomlin now. Serrano to Caton. Got the pancake down. We're alive for a moment. Yeah, that ball was clearly up. They're going to win that challenge. That's going to be clearly. She got that pancake down. This is going to be quick, and then we're going to replay the point. I saw it. So they will come over. Yeah, her hand is underneath that volleyball. She's going to win. Yep. Coach Brooks is going to win it. Wow. Oh, they got that one wrong. Oh, wow. They said she's got her hand under it, but it hits the ground at the same time, which I don't know how that's possible when it hits my wrist. You can see hand underneath this volleyball. That's not floor, that's hand. And I'm cheering for the other team at this point, but that's, wow. Nonetheless, Coppin's going to take it. We'll take it. Need anything to get back into this one. They're up 10-6 now, and Del State's out of challenges until the fifth set. Oh, and there's a big answer because, yeah, like they say, the ball don't lie. 10-7, the lead goes to 3. Verrier back to serve. Serrano out wide. Stafford sends it down the line on a rope. 11-7. So Coach Walsh, as long as he continues to win them, will have one challenge remaining. Delaware State will be out of challenges unless we reach a fifth set. Then each coach is granted one extra but no more to a more than 2. So that won't come into play here. And there's a big point for Delaware State, 11-8. Coppin on top by 3. Roman is back in now. Again, she did not start at libero, came in and played in the second set. They made that switch in between the first and second. And that was the first time in her historic career here at Coppin that the all-time digs leader at Coppin and in the conference, has not made a start. As Stafford puts it over. Muo there to cover. Serrano going to set Stafford off the hands, kept alive by Dawson in the back row. Sanders swings, Roman covers again for Stafford. She's going to push, and it's down to Kenya's got 9 total kills now, and here comes Serrano and Castle, or Svatanova and Castle for Serrano and Muo, who hold the lead for Coppin, and the lead's back to 4, and now Andrea's back to serve. Stafford flirting with a double-double, as is Svatanova. In the assist dig category for Svatanova and the kill dig category for Stafford, who will take another big swing there. So Coppin got caught out of rotation, and that's going to negate the service error and give the point to Del State, 12-10. So here's the serve from Sanders. Castle off the antenna. 12-11, lead down to 1. Directing one out wide for Castle, who is blocked for the first time today. And we are tied at 12. And a service ace by Sanders off of Roman. Del State up 13-12. Svatanova for Stafford. Cross court. It's not going to get down and over. Svatanova this time. Ibrahim, no. Still alive. Back row, Sanders. Svatanova for Ibrahim, and she sends it right into the net. 14-12, Del State. Timeout, Coppin. Delaware State up 2-0 and up 2 points, 14-12 here in the third. We'll take a break and be back after this on the CSU Sports Network. (14-12) Delaware State out of the Coppin timeout. Here in the third set. Out wide, Stafford off the touch. It's kept alive by the Del State defense. Wide, Svatanova pops it up. Oh, now they've gotten in the way and a free ball sent over as Roman couldn't get out of Stafford's way. Down the line off of Roman and out of play. 15-12, Del State up by 3. Three-point lead, 15-12. Directed to Svatanova on the slide. It's Layla Ibrahim getting the kill to get Coppin back within 2. Ibrahim having a good night. She's now got 9 kills, joining Stafford with 9 now for the Coppin team high. Svatanova's now got a double-double with 31 assists and 10 digs. 32 assists and 10 digs make it now. Out wide, rejected by Hope Castle. 15-14. A huge solo rejection for Castle. It's her second solo of the season. And a huge block for Coppin State. And there's a big-time service ace for Stafford. She's got 13 on the year. So it looks like we got a cut lip on the side. I don't know why we can't sub her out. That is 17, Naz Tunchai, who's going to get worked on by the Del State training staff. Should just make the sub. So, gonna make sure there's no blood on the floor. Don't know why we couldn't make a sub. Make them, if you're bleeding, you should have to get a sub. $15 all, as Stafford will go back to serve after the ace. How about back-to-back for Kenya Stafford? And Coppin's back on top by 1, 16-15. Svatanova got there, Roman, Castle, free ball to the back row. To a knee in the set, blocked, and Castle couldn't quite recover to get a second touch, and we'll be tied at 16. Caratini the server. Stafford, Svatanova, and Castle. Not going to connect with that one. Wide and out of play. Coppin back up by 1, 17-16. Castle shaking her right hand a little bit. She didn't connect with that last swing very well. Not sure, maybe jammed it. Didn't get enough of it, but shaking her hand. But she's going to stay in. She's going to be okay. In the middle, off the hands, it's Stafford to cover the block. In the middle, it's Palacios. It's down, but kept alive. And blocked again, Palacios, and Svatanova can't keep it alive. 17 all. Oh, Coach Walsh wants to use his last challenge here. Somebody was in the net, Coach Walsh, very sure of it. And this will be his last challenge if they lose it. So we will watch and see if anybody was in the net at any point during that play. Yeah. Watch the net move, and it's not because of Palacios' kill. That's an arm clearly in the net. That's Maldonado, and I believe that's Dawson whose forearm right here. Watch. And there's your net with the elbows. Yeah, Dawson, 6 was in the net. Coppin's going to win the challenge. Dawson was in the net very and clearly. Forearm was right there in the net. Right there. Right there. You're in the net. Both of them might have been. Coppin up 2, 18-16. Coach Walsh going to keep his challenge, and we'll have to come over and fix the computer. Make sure everything's right with the computer before we get back underway. Coppin on top by 2, 18-16 here in the third. Delaware State with a 2-0 advantage. They won the first 32-30, 25-21 in the second. Probably making sure score's correct and make sure everything's correct just to make sure there are no mistakes. So Coach Walsh will keep his challenge because he was successful in the net challenge. Okay, we're ready to play. Roman serves it, and we're back underway, and a kill from Maldonado. 18-17. And it'll be Kalulu Sugai to serve. Svatanova setting up Castle, got it to fall. Back up to 19-17, and here comes Muo and Serrano again. Serrano will serve down the line at Sanders. The set in the middle, swing and a miss. Is that Dawson? Yes, it was. Dawson couldn't connect, 20-17. And a service error, 20-18. And Tomlin, who would be the server now, is going to check out, and it'll be Valeria Uteru, the senior from Puerto Rico. Floating it, and it's short. 21-18. So Coppin closing in on a third set victory. Figueroa in for Caton, and she will go back to serve. Got 16 aces on the year. And we're in play, in system, and a solo block for Geraldine Palacios. 22-18. A big-time rejection. Timeout, Delaware State. They will be out of timeouts for the remainder of this second set. Take another look. Palacios read it perfectly. An absolute rejection in the middle for Palacios, who will there pick up block number 46, and solo block number 10. And you can add on 3 more block assists for her, so that should take her total up to 49 on the year, and 10 solo rejections for Geraldine. They're up by 4 are the Eagles, 22-18 in the third. Delaware State looking to be the first blemish on a perfect Coppin State record. And it'll be Figueroa to serve once again. The freshman started at libero, now moved into that defensive specialist and serving specialist role. Right at Figueroa on the attack from Sanders. Pushed wide and muscling it through, tooling the block and out of play to Kenya Stafford. First Eagle in double digits with 10 kills, 23-18. Figueroa into the net. 23-19. And once again, Verrier will be the server. Right at Figueroa, who pops it up. Serrano gonna set Muo off the hands. Now blocked at the net, it's Geraldine Palacios and Divine Muo to set Coppin up with a set point here in the third. (24-19). And it'll be Palacios to serve. Set point number 1. Out wide, blocked again, still in play. Back to that same side. And a big rejection, Stafford Ibrahim. For the 4th time in the set, Coppin gets a block. And they win it 25-19. Coppin still alive. And for the 9th time in the last 11 meetings, Delaware State and Coppin State will go to a 4th. And we will have the 4th set when we return on the CSU Sports Network.
What are you guys doing?
Learning that HBCUs are not only about networking, there's also secret handshakes.
That's cap. HBCUs do not have secret handshakes, right?
You mean this secret handshake?
Cool.
Wow, these guys are almost cricket 5G fast.
We're kidding. There's no such thing as a secret handshake. Or is there?
Whoa, that's how you do it.
EcoSmart strip lights from the Home Depot are easy to cut and install. They come in a variety of lengths and they're totally customizable. Plus, with the Hubspace app, you can easily change colors or turn them on or off.
That is so lit.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Turning your dad off?
Yeah, Dad.
Bye.
That's another story. EcoSmart lighting, only at the Home Depot.
Trenches, hopping them fences, making the plays while they riding the bench.
Get a head start on your career in exciting fields like science, communications, engineering, and medicine, along with tuition assistance in the Maryland Army National Guard. This training will boost your eligibility for a high-paying and rewarding profession, and you can get it all while serving part-time in your community. To learn more about the Maryland National Guard, check out at MD Army Guard on social media or go to nationalguard.com/MD. We will go to a fourth set here inside the PEC Arena for the 9th time in the last 11 meetings between Coppin and Delaware State. Delaware State leads 2-1. Coppin is 13-19 here at home and won the meeting earlier this season. The last time these two teams went to 5 was November of 2022. It was a 5-set win for Delaware State in Dover, and that first meeting before that in October of 2022 here in Baltimore was a 5-set Coppin State win. Pretty much every other time we have gone to at least 4 between these two sides. Coppin needs to win to stay alive. Delaware State can give Coppin their first conference loss with a win in this 4th set. And we're back underway. Svatanova to Ibrahim, starting off strong. She's the second Eagle in the double digits with 10 kills now. 1-0 Eagles. And an ace for Svatanova. Her second of the night and 34th on the season. She is up to 199 career service aces, Andrea Svatanova is. With the 2 here today, and a big kill from Hope Castle. Hope's got 9. 3-0. Coppin on top. And another service ace, career ace number 200 for Andrea Svatanova. 4-0 Coppin. And how about a third ace in 5 serves? Andrea Svatanova on a run. And that right there is the reason she led the country last year in aces. 5-0 Coppin. We'll be back here after this on the CSU Sports Network. 5-0 run to start the fourth for Coppin, and 3 of those 5 points have been aces from Andrea Svatanova. Almost got down for another. How about it? It's long, 6-0 Coppin. Svatanova now up to 36 aces on the year. And another service ace for Svatanova. Her 4th of the set. Her 5th on the day. Coppin up a touchdown, 7-0. Big serve, it almost got down for another. Roman, Svatanova. Stafford is blocked. And they're on the board, 7-1 Coppin. Svatanova now going to set up Stafford, and it's kept alive. And another kill, 7-2. Setting it up, ooh, that almost got the line from Ibrahim. And another rejection, it's 7-4. There's a big 4-0 run to answer a 7-0 run. Svatanova, Stafford, blocked again. Seven, 5, including 2 straight rejections, and their 3rd of the set already. Setting up Stafford, who will push and couldn't get it over the net. How do you like a 6-0 run to answer a 7-0 run? It's 7-6. Both teams doing it in completely opposite ways. Stafford over the net, and now Maldonado will attack. Roman setting up Castle off the top of the hands. Out wide, Tomlin. Roman able to get the dig. Svatanova for Stafford again. Yes! Kenya ends the 6-0 run to give Coppin a 2-point lead. It's 8-6. Stafford almost got it to drop for an ace. Free ball sent over. Coppin going to look to use it. Castle, they used it well. Hopes the 3rd Eagle in double digits kills. She's got 10. 9-6 Eagles. Out wide, Tomlin found a cross-court kill, 9-7. Carazzini will serve for Delaware State, down 2 here in the 4th. Wide Castle to the bleachers, kept in play. Maldonado will push, and it's Romans. Svatanova again gonna feed Castle, and again, for the 11th time, Castle finds the floor. 10-7, Coppin on top by 3. Maldonado blocked with one hand. Paola Caton gets there. Caton with a rejection, her 26th on the year. 4th solo. 11-7. You got to give her a solo block for that. Stafford got there, and they're going to feed Palacios long and out of play wide of the corner. 11-8. Kalulu Sugai in play. Svatanova for Castle, got it to fall. 12-8 Coppin. Punched over right at Caton. Serrano into the game now, going to set up Muo. And Divine Muo got her 7th kill on the year, her first here tonight. And it's 13-8. Divine Muo coming in and making a difference. And then there's a service error from Serrano. 13-9 will go the score. Tomlin puts it in play. Stafford gonna bump it up for Caton. And now Delaware State will attack. It's Utero off the hands and kept alive nicely. And another free ball by Coppin. Right to the net in the middle, and Palacios a little slow to get up to try and block that, as Dawson gonna get a kill. And Kelsey Dawson has her 5th of the evening, 13-10. And Tomlin again to serve. Caton doesn't get down. Nice dig from Carazzini. Roman able to get her hands to it. Serrano bumping. Again feeding Caton. Got the roll off the hands, off the top of the block. Coppin up for 14-10. And here comes Figueroa. Tipped over, Muo got there. Roman popped it up, Figueroa will attack. Carazzini feeding out wide, Uteru gets it to fall. Off of Figueroa, 14-11. The lead remains 3 for Coppin. And the server is Maria Verrier, the sophomore outside hitter from Puerto Rico. Serrano, Muo again Muo. Tooling the block. Divine Muo having a huge impact in her minutes here tonight. 15-11. Couple of kills now for Divine. Go out on a limb and say we might have a career high for her. Her career high is 3 against Jacksonville State. So she's approaching that number here tonight. And then she got a piece of that at the net to keep it alive for Coppin. They're going to feed Stafford this time. That's off the hands. That got tipped on the way through. Ibrahim a little slow to get up, but she is up. And that last kill credited to Yulia Kaniva. And now Tunchai will serve. They're going to check on Ibrahim. So before getting a substitute in for Ibrahim, if we have to go there, Coach Walsh, like Delaware State did in the last set, going to take his sweet time making sure that Layla Ibrahim is okay. The gamesmanship here in this one today. So the training staff out talking to Layla. I missed what happened. If she landed wrong, tweaked the ankle, landed on somebody, I don't know. She was slow to get up. It looks like the left ankle is what they're talking about, telling her to tighten up her shoe. Oh, yeah, she landed on Stafford's foot. It didn't necessarily roll over, which might be a good sign. That she just landed flat and it didn't roll at all. But still painful. It did tweak a little bit. 15-12. Ibrahim's going to stay in. And now Stafford this time gets a kill. Ibrahim served as the decoy. Was able to jump and land. She looks like she's okay. Coach Walsh making sure of it. Now Castle and Svitanova back in. Serrano and Muo do their job and check out. 16-12. And now Svitanova, who has 4 aces here in the set and 5 for the day, is back again to serve. She started Coppin with a 7-0 run. Can really put some distance between the Eagles and the Hornets with a good run here. And it will not get it as Uteru picks out a corner. She's got her second kill. 16-13. The lead is 3. Match leader at 14 kills is Maldonado, followed up on her side of the Delaware State net by Kaniba with 11. Coppin's leader is Stafford and Castle, both with 12. Ibrahim has 10 of her own. And now Ibrahim again a little bit slow to get to the middle of the net, slow to get over to that block. Setting up Castle, back corner. Figueroa out, Caton in. Server is Stafford. Kenya has a pair of aces today. Gives her 14 on the year. Right into the net is Stepakaitis. 18-13, Coppin up 5. Both coaches with 1 timeout remaining. Or excuse me, 1 timeout for Delaware State. Read that wrong. 2 for Coppin. Tight net in the middle. It's Maldonado wide. No touch. Coppin's got the point, 19-13. See if the first-year head man, David Brooks, is going to use it. He will. Use his second timeout. It's a 6-point Eagle lead. 19-16 here in the fourth. Looking to force a decisive set number 5 when we come back right here on the CSU Sports Network. 19-13, Coppin on top by 6 here in the fourth. It's a 2-1 Del State advantage in sets here in the fourth. Looking to get this back to even and force a fifth. And once again, we have to wait for the up official did not blow his whistle to serve the ball yet. Let's all watch for the signal, maybe. Maybe we watch the up official and wait for him to move his arm. Stafford puts it back underway legally this time, and Maldonado will roll one over. Coppin looking to use this here. It's Castle with another one. Hope's got 13. She ties her season high with 13. Her career high is 16. She did it against Loyola, Maryland a couple seasons ago. Tip, did Roman get there? She did not. 2014. I believe Maldonado will be credited with her 15th kill on that last swing. She will be. She is the match high. Or excuse me, now Hope has 14 kills, according to the stat monitor now. Looking to make it 15. Can't get it there. Up by 6 is Maldonado again, this time right at Stafford. Svatanova trying to play the tight ball at the net defensively, but Dawson able to get up and get that ball to the floor, 20-15. Svatanova out wide. It's Caton off the hands. Caton again pushes it through. 21-15. Caton's got 9 now, looking to be the 4th Eagle in double digits. Coppin back on top by 6. Here's Roman. 21 aces on the year. Out of bounds, the service error for Ashley. And now here comes subs. Maldonado and Chunchai out. It is Kalulu Sugai and Yulia Kaniba back in for Del State. And now the freshman from Hawaii, Kaulana Kalulu Sugai to serve. 21-16. Svatanova for Hope Castle once again. Hope is having a career night, and she is one shy of a career high. 22-16. Coppin continuing to crawl their way back in. Oh, we got to clean up some water on the back line here. So Coppin up 22-16, and back in are Serrano and Muo. Castle with 15 kills tonight, one shy of tying a career high. She did that last year with 16 against Loyola, Maryland. In the middle of the tip, Muo was there to cover. Serrano feeding Caton this time. Oh, they're going to say Kaniba was in the net, 23-16. That's a big point for Coppin to get them closer to forcing this 5th set. It's long, set point for Coppin, 24-16. They got 8 set points to work with. One point away from going to a 5th set here in Baltimore. Serrano puts it in play. In the middle, Dawson off the hand. Serrano got there. Now Roman. The set. Muo looking to end it. She does! Muo credited with her third kill. 25-16, fourth set winners. We're going to a fifth. Coppin still with a chance. We'll be back in just a matter of moments with the fifth set when we return here on the CSU Sports Network.
Coppin State isn't just a name. It's a legacy of transformation. From potential to excellence, we never settle. With renowned educators, cutting-edge programs, and the soul of Baltimore, we are the beacon that shines on the world. We redefine boundaries, soar above doubt. At Coppin, we champion curiosity and creativity, fueling a change that the world needs. In this moment, what do you want to be? What do you want to be? What do you want to be? Whatever the answer, let it push you to dream bigger, aim higher, and always choose to be more.
There is something greater than finishing first.
True champions stand on principles.
We fight for the right causes. We believe in the
Power of teamwork, whether in rebounding, receiving, or in research.
In service and in sportsmanship.
Only a few have what it really takes. We develop the talent. We unleash the potential.
It all boils down to this. Now
is the time. This is the place.
We are MEAC.
Ready to roll here in the fifth and final set here tonight between Delaware State and Coppin State. It was a 2-0 Delaware State lead, 32-30, 25-21. Then the third and fourth belonged to Coppin, 25-19, 25-16, just like last season. When the two teams met here inside the PEC Arena, Delaware State went up 2 sets to love. Coppin came back to win it in 5 a year ago. Looking to repeat that here tonight. We've got to play to 15 here in the fifth, and you have to win by 2. This is a big-time statement if Coppin State can get back in it. So it looks like Svatanova will serve first. So Svatanova to start us here in the 5th. It's Maldonado in the middle. Not going to get down. Stafford sends it over. Maldonado again at Figueroa this time. Stafford one more time, no. Out of play. So now Coppin will have Delaware State will pick up a challenge. Coppin will have 2 challenges now. Out wide, Uteru able to get it to fall. It will be the libero Caratini to serve. 1-1 the score here in the 5th and final. Castle the tip to tie a career high, can't get it. This time they'll go near side to Stafford, who will pick up kill number 13. 4 Eagles now in double-digit kills. 2-1 Coppin with all the momentum. Figueroa checks out, as does Ibrahim. Caton in, and here's an interesting one. It's Cameron Lucas, the freshman from Atlanta, Georgia, checking in to the middle hitter spot. She has not played this season. I don't think that got touched at the net. That hit the net. I challenge that. I don't think there was a touch at the net. Tied at 2 now. Coach Walsh not going to challenge. Kalulu Sugai at Stafford. Svatanova keeps it alive for Coppin as Roman sends over the free ball. Kaniba can't get that to fall. Roman bump setting Caton, who will push into the net, still alive and over. Put over by Castle, but it doesn't fall. Now Svatanova again for Castle. In, says the line judge. And Hope has tied a career high 16 kills. 3-2 Coppin. And it'll be Roman the server. In the middle, it's Dawson. Coach is going to challenge. I think somebody was in the net. Almost got a challenge to see if she was in the net. 3-3 goes the score. Svatanova to Palacios, who gets it to fall, her 8th kill of the day. 4-3 Coppin with a 1-point lead. And Serrano now the server as Svatanova checks out. In the middle, Dawson. Serrano. That's Muo back in. She's got a career-high 3 kills. Kept alive. Tipped over. Palacios still in play. Got up to it, Caton, but off the hands, and we're going to be tied at 4. Dawson will check out, and it will be number 7, Maria Verrier. 4-4 is the score here in the 5th. Play to 15, win by 2. Serrano for Caton, who will push and get it to fall off the deflection from Kalulu Sugai. Coppin back up 5-4. And now Figueroa will check in and serve. Big block kept alive. Another touch at the net by Coppin. Able to run it down. And a bump set to Stafford, who will roll one over. There's a dig. Delaware State going to attack. Blocked. Still over now to the Coppin side. Serrano, a quick dump. Oh, no. How in the, oh, my goodness. He just called that Palacios or somebody was over the plane. Tied at 5. That's terrible. Popped up. Serrano able to get there. Stafford again. Through the hands and down, and Delaware State has their first lead, 6-5. Muo slipped. That got touched at the net, didn't it? That got tipped. Coach is going to challenge, I think, here. That ball had to get touched at the net. 7-5 Del State. Popped up. Palacios, that's down and in. 7-6. Geraldine has 9. That's going to put him out of system, and Maldonado's just going to have to send it over. That one almost dropped, though. That was a good swing. Muo wide. Coppin thinks there was a touch. Aji Coleman on the bench says, yes, there was. And they're going to challenge. So 8-6 the score right now. Coach Walsh going to use one of his 2 fifth-set challenges to challenge whether or not there was a touch at the net on that swing from Divine Muo. So we will get the angles here. Oh, yeah. That's off the pinky. Yeah, there is movement on that hand. There is movement on that hand at the net. No way. You can see the pinky move. I can see it. The pinky moves. Oh my goodness, 8-6 Delaware State as they will change sides. The server will remain and be Ella Sanders. Serrano feeding Stafford, able to get it to drop. 8-7, and here come Castle and Svatanova. Stafford's got 14. She had just 8 in the sweep against Howard, bouncing back with another double-digit performance for her in the kill category. Svatanova is the server. It's an 8-7 Del State lead. Cross-court try. Ace, Andrea Svatanova. Her 6th ace of the match. She's over 200 career aces now. And she's got 38 on the year, and we're tied at 8. That time they're able to corral the serve. Off the hands, Svatanova's there. Roman setting up Stafford, who will have to tip it over. Back set, that's a carry. Yes, thank you. Thank you. They're going to call a lift, but it's a carry. My goodness. 9-8 Coppin. I'm not going to lie. The officials have struggled on both sides tonight, which is why we've had so many challenges. Oh, now we've got a yellow card on David Brooks. Well, that was a long time coming. But that really does, the card doesn't necessarily do anything because he can pick up another one, and I'm pretty sure he can stay in the game until he's asked to leave. Now he's going to call a timeout. 9-8 Coppin. We'll take a break. We'll be back with more from this 5th and final electric set when we come back on the CSU Sports Network. (9-8) Coppin. Svatanova will serve once again for Coppin in the midst of a 2-0 run to take the lead, or 3-0 run. She'll unload another cross-court one. Errant pass back to Castle. Svatanova now going to run underneath and set up Hope. Looking for a new career-high 17th kill. No. Got there again. Coppin will attack Stafford out wide. Push down the line. It's in to Kenya Stafford with her 15th kill. 10-8 Eagles. And Svatanova picks up a rare service error. So side out Del State, 10-9 the score. And it will be the libero Maria Caratini, the senior libero, to serve for Del State. Her team down 1. We're playing to 15 in this best-of-5 5th and final set. Got to win by 2. into the net. Service error, 11-9. Here goes Stafford to the line. Coppin is 4 points away. Caton in for Figueroa. And in the middle, it's Cameron Lucas, the 5'11 freshman who's gotten to play here in this 5th set. Roman able to keep it alive. Directed to Caton. Maldonado the swing, right at Svitanova. Here's Roman again, gonna bump set Kessel. Yes! It drops. Hope's got a new career high, 17 kills. 12-9. Almost dropped in. Out of play, no touch. 13-9 Coppin. An attack error there. The 29th error for Delaware State on the attacking side today. Stafford to serve again. Maldonado out of play. Set point, match point, Coppin here in the 5th. They'll have 5 to work with. It's 14-9. Stafford to serve for the match. Gonna get down, free ball, it's in. Roman, Svitanova, Kessel again! Coppin continues to fly high and undefeated atop the MEAC. 15-9, 5th set, 3-2 winners, and they are 7-0. Coppin State, a grueling 5-set winner on Friday night to kick off the second half of conference play. Led by Hope Castle's career high 18 kills and a thunderous finish for her on kill number 18. Delaware State 32-30 in the first. Delaware State 25-21 in the second. Then it was all Coppin, 25-19, 25-16, and 15-9. And for the second straight year here inside the PEC Arena, Coppin defeats Delaware State, coming back down 2-0 to win in 5. We'll take a break, and when we come back, we are joined by the head coach and our player of the game after this on the CSU Sports Network. Welcome back on the CSU Sports Network. Coppin State victorious in 5, and we are now joined by our player of the game, Hope Castle, who had a career-high 8 18 kills to go with 2 blocks and 3 digs. Hope, first and foremost, congratulations on the hard-fought victory.
Thank you.
And let's talk about your offense tonight because it's a career high, 18 kills. What was going right for you?
Me and Andy have just really been working hard this week on keeping good attitude, even whenever we're not like connecting as well. we were struggling in warm-ups, but I mean, you just gotta adjust and do what you can with it, and just play till the end, and just have some fire, have some fight. It was a fun game.
You had fire and fight as you guys went down 2-0. What was the message heading into that third, knowing that you have to take it 1 set at a time, but you have to win that one?
It's just, it's our first home game, like, of the season that's been at 6 o'clock, so I knew that there was going to be people here. We got to show out for, everybody who comes out and supports us, and I was not about to go down in 3 to Delaware State, who we've previously won to. So.
Right, and you got another one, quick turnaround, got to go to the road Sunday, going to the Eastern Shore to play the Hawks. You beat them in 5 earlier this season here. How do you keep the momentum rolling as your team's 7-0 now going into Sunday?
We just got to take care of our bodies tomorrow, get some rest, and just come with the same energy, if not more, since we're going to be at their house, so we can come out on top.
Absolutely, Hope. Thanks for your time. Congrats on the win. Go enjoy it, and best of luck on Sunday.
Thank you so much.
Hope Castle joining us here on the broadcast. 18 kills for her this evening on 40 total attacks. Hit 300, got 3 digs and 2 blocks to go along her stat line here this evening. We'll wait for Coach Walsh as he wraps up his final team huddle of the evening before we get him to join us here. Coppin once again victorious, so Delaware State now will lose their 2nd straight and will get ready to play Morgan, I believe, on Sunday. Coppin victorious in this 5th set. Now Coach Walsh will make his way over to the headset after talking with his team. Coach, first and foremost, it wasn't always pretty, but congratulations on the hard-fought 5-set victory.
Thank you.
Those first 2 sets, a little bit of a struggle. Did the 10 days off potentially have anything to do with a little bit of a slower start than you guys are used to?
No, I don't think so. I think we've been, going through a lot emotionally with the team and some injuries and, the unknown. And so practice has kind of been unknown as well. And so we're just adjusting. But I'm super proud of them from top to bottom. So it's been great.
And in that 3rd set, you got the momentum back on your side after losing that first set. You guys came all the way back and ended up 32-30. So that one back and forth as well. But in that 3rd set, knowing you had to win it, and you got some things rolling, especially with Hope Castle.
Oh, yeah, she was on fire tonight. And she's been this whole week. I've talked to my assistants, and I'm like, Hope's going to be on. Like, she's been great all week, and we're excited to see her because we know when she's in full swing, she's in full swing. And she's hard to stop. So, she's got a bunch of shots. She can hit the line. She can hit cross. She can bang a ball. So we were ready for her to have her breakout. And tonight was the night, and she did it. And, definitely helped us offensively for sure.
And not only Hope Castle, but you had 3 other players in double-digit kills as well with Paola, Layla, and Takenya, and then Geraldine had 9 of her own. So, again, another balanced attack, which is the key for your team, it seems like. But to have that many in double-digit kills, what had to go right for them other than just finding the right spots?
Yeah, I mean, confidence for sure. We have to be able to spread the ball. So we have to, if we want all our girls to be offensive, then we have to be confident in what we do, right? And passing, everything starts with the pass. And so when you're back there and you're passing 2s and 3s, then you're able to run an offense that you want to run. And that's what we struggled with in the first set and the second set as well. But, we picked it up, and I'm just super proud of them.
And you got a tough Eastern Shore team on Sunday. You got to find a way to recover and hit the road now for a quick road trip before you're back at home. A lot of the second half is going to be here in Baltimore, thankfully, right? That's always nice. But you had to play 5 the first time you played Eastern Shore. How do you kind of keep things rolling and keep that momentum on your team's side?
I mean, they're a scrappy team. They're a good team. They move the ball as well. So, we're just going to have to be smart with our shots and, spread the ball, of course, and again, serve and pass. I know it's monotonous, but it's serve and pass. That's how you win games here. So, every team's got energy. Every team's got girls that can bang the ball in the MEAC. And any day you could be someone 3-2. So we just got to go in there with our confidence, know our game plan, and then execute.
Coach, well, congrats on the win. Good luck on Sunday. We'll see you here next Friday night.
Cool. Thank you.
Head coach Tim Walsh with his team's final thoughts on his 3-2 victory here tonight. And with that win, that is also Coach Walsh's 96th career win here at Coppin. He will move above the 500 mark in career totals here at Coppin at 96 and 95 in the middle of his 7th season. Once again, Paola Caton leads the way with 18 big-time kills for her side here this evening. Coppin, once again, 3-2 winners. Delaware State will fall to 11-11 on the year and 4-4 in the Mid-Eastern Athletic Conference. Coppin advances to 17-3 on the year and a perfect 7-0 in the MEAC. Well, our next broadcast is next Friday night when South Carolina State comes to town. That'll be part of a 3-game homestand for this, or a 4-game homestand rather, for this Coppin State side. They're at Eastern Shore on Sunday, back at home Friday night. We'll talk to you then. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great weekend, and be sure to be back on Friday.